What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 156, and we start today's episode off with a game against Aston Villa here at Villa Park for our first game of today's episode. And guys, if you would like another episode of Career Mode today, then get this video to 1,000 likes. So if you want another episode of Career Mode, then get this video to 1,000 likes, and I'll put another episode up later on tonight sometime, and we could just have another quadruple weekend, so that would be incredible, wouldn't it? But yeah, if we can get 1,000 likes on this video, then I'll upload another episode of Career Mode later on tonight. But anyway, we take on Aston Villa for the first game of today's episode. Of course, they were the side that challenged us for the race for the fourth place last year. So we take on Villa this year. We don't want to be caught in that race for fourth. We want to challenge for the title. So this is quite an important game for us. But the first chance of the game would fall in the 16th minute, and this game was really eventful. So prepare for some action. The first chance would fall in the 16th minute as Ross Barkley plays a fantastic through ball towards Julian Draxler. Draxler's getting pulled back, but he has enough about him to keep on going. Crosses the ball in, and Sturridge's header is brilliantly saved at point blank range. What a stop, and then cleared off the line. So Villa get the ball away, and it's still 0-0, but fantastic stop by the goalkeeper. And from that, of course, Villa break. Silla gets on the ball here down the right hand side, plays it back towards Fabinho. He plays a great ball towards Weimann, who's all alone. What a chance for Weimann. It's a great challenge by Sumari, but he can't get the ball away. It goes back to Weimann. He keeps on going, swings in across, and Burke's header goes just wide at the post. So still Villa 0, Spurs 0, but some great chances for both sides early on. And in the 25th minute, a good chance for us here. We have a free kick, we give it to Ross Barkley. He fake shots around his man, then a step over, and his strike with his left foot is well saved by the goalkeeper. It's still 0-0, so very good chances early on. But from the corner, Lamela crosses the ball in, and Gutierrez wins the header. He beats the goalkeeper, he beats the man in the air, and he makes it Aston Villa 0, Spurs 1. So 26 minutes in, we had the opening goal. It's Gutierrez who gets it, a rare goal scorer of course, but a good header, and it's 1-0 to us away at Villa Park. So as I said, I want to win this game. I want to make sure we're not dragged into a race for fourth this year. I want to challenge for the title, and a good early goal in this game was a good way of showing our intentions. But from kickoff, unfortunately for us, Burke goes down the right hand side, gives it back to Silla. He crosses the ball in. Sumari can't get the header away, he falls to the floor. It comes to Grealish, who hits the post. It comes to Sumari, who just drills the ball against Cher. I didn't have time to clear it, and it's a simple finish in the end for Weimann. So what a scrappy goal. Really poor defending by me. I just booted the ball at Cher with Sumari, expecting to get the ball away. Instead, I couldn't control it and clear it away quickly enough, and Villa were back on level terms. So that was stupid by me, it really was, and I completely gave that ball away, and a simple finish for Villa. So 1-1 here, but straight from kickoff we won a free kick. Lamela is 39 yards from goal, decided to let fly, and unfortunately it went just wide of the post. Would have been a lovely goal that, but unfortunately it's still 1-1, but action packed early on in this game. And from the goal kick, it's given to Deeney, who finds Fabinho. Fabinho down the right hand side finds Burke. Burke gets onto the ball here, he plays it back to Fabinho, he plays it back to Burke. Cher is trying to catch up here, makes a great challenge, but I passed the ball straight into the path of the goal scorer Weimann, really sloppy. He plays it through to Burke. The first shot is brilliantly saved by Courtois. We failed to get it away. The shot comes in, it deflects off Gutierrez. Who does it fall to? It falls to Weimann, of course, and he makes it Villa 2, Spurs 1. So 2 goals in the space of a few minutes for Weimann and Aston Villa, and it's 2-1. That was a really unfortunate goal. The first goal was my fault, yes, but that goal, it just deflected off Gutierrez and went straight to Weimann. Courtois was, of course, on the floor, and it's Villa 2, Spurs 1 here. In the 41st minute, a good chance for us to make it back, put it back on level terms. Bale gets past the man with the ball roll. He strikes it from close range, but what a save by the goalkeeper. Absolutely incredible stop. Watch this on the replay. I tell you what, that is fantastic reactions. Brilliant stop, and it's still 2-1. But from the corner, Ericsson crosses the ball in towards Cher, and then Gutierrez goes for it. It's up in the air. Sumare finds Gareth Bale. Bale gives it to Eric Lamela, who takes a couple of touches and lets fly, and what a goal by Eric Lamela. Absolutely fantastic finish into the bottom corner from range. Fantastic strike. It's Villa 2, Spurs 2, and what a first half this was at Villa Park. Fantastic action. 4 goals in just one half. In the 50th minute though, Villa wanted to get themselves back in front, and as Burke finds Weimann here, I come out with Courtois, position Cher on the line after marking his man, but I didn't see Burke was creeping into the box here. Weimann gives it to Burke, and Burke makes it 3-2 to Villa. So Villa back in front in this game. I just could not contain them. It was a fantastic game, 5 goals in 51 minutes, but the fact to concede 3 goals is really frustrating for me, and I just could not defend in this game. I was playing terribly up back. But in the 55th minute here, we start the attack with Courtois. Courtois finding Fabian Schär. He finds Eric Lamela. Lamela gets onto the ball and gets past Fabinho. Some nice piece of agility. Finds Christian Eriksen. Eriksen gets onto his left foot here, then back onto his right foot. He finds Julian Draxler. Draxler finds Daniel Sturridge. A lovely little touch by Sturridge. He gets tackled, but only as far as Bale. Bale plays a superb ball into the box. There's Daniel Sturridge, who shoots on his left foot, but unfortunately the goalkeeper makes the save, and it's still 3-2. In the 64th minute there, we get the ball to Daniel Sturridge, who fake shots around Kieran Clark. Clark can't catch up to Sturridge. Didn't want him to shoot on his left foot, on his right foot, so I get him onto his left foot, but unfortunately I dragged the shot wide and it's still 3-2. So we had the chances to level here, but I just wasn't taking them. And from the goal kick, it's cleared by the number 26, Sigris, is that how you pronounce that, towards Weimann, who'd already got 2 goals. But we win the header and it comes to Chalobah. He finds Eric Lamela. Lamela finds Daniel Sturridge. Sturridge gets onto his left foot, finds Lamela. He gets past Fabinho, lovely turn of pace, swings in across, it's about to loop into the top corner, but thankfully for the goalkeeper he tips the ball over on time, out for a corner here. We cross the ball into the box with Eric Lamela towards the head of Leal Gutierrez. He's already got 1, he's now got 2. It's a good header by Gutierrez, and it's Villa 3, Spurs 3, so 6 goals in 68 minutes. What a game this was. It could have got even better in injury time, as Draxler gets onto the ball for us here, rolls it through to Gareth Bale. Ronaldo trots past Grealish here, gets onto his left foot and strikes it towards the near post, but thankfully the goalkeeper tips it over the bar, and it's still 3-3. So still on level terms. From the corner, Lamela crosses the ball in towards Sumaro. It's headed away only as far as Gareth Bale. He strikes it on the volley, but again, unfortunately for us, the goalkeeper is equal to it. Villa get the ball away, and again does end up finishing at 3-3. So it finishes level here at Villa Park, and kind of frustrating, to be honest, because you see Villa just dribble the ball out here. The game does finish. It's kind of frustrating for us, to be honest, because that game was one which I really did want to win. Because of course this was a side who challenged us for the race for 4th last year, and I don't want to be dragged in that race again. I want to challenge for a title this year. We need to win these sort of games, but unfortunately we can only manage a 3-3 draw, and it was my mistakes really at the back. I made so many defensive errors. We probably didn't deserve to get anything out of the game with the defensive errors I made, but even so, a 3-3 draw was the final score, and it's not bad. We're still undefeated since the start of the season, but even so, to concede 3 goals was very disheartening and not nice at all. But the following game was against Millwall here in the Capital One Cup, so we take on Millwall. Of course, the side is massively changed from the side that played in the league on the weekend, because it's the Capital One Cup, and I don't really care that much, to be honest. It's not that I don't care at all, it's just that, to be honest, there are more important competitions for us. It's like there's far more important competition. The Champions League, the FA Cup, the Premier League, they're all important compared to the Capital One Cup, all more important I should say. So we take on Millwall. Of course, it's important for me personally, because of course Millwall is the side we started the career mode off with, and of course the side that sort of made us into the management of what we are at the moment. Of course, they are my favourite side as well, so it's important to me, but for the side it's not really that important. But still, we take on Millwall, and of course we know what to expect. They've got a very good side, and most of those players were bought by us in our 3.5 year tenure there, so very decent side, and it's good. It's got a lot of pace in it, of course. The front three is rapid, Kelvin, Ings and Ermakov, but the first chance before it's the 16th minute to us. Danny Welbeck gets onto the ball here, but his shot is quite simply saved by Velfuiz, and one of the very few players that weren't signed by us during our time there. In the 35th minute though, we have John Johannesson getting onto the ball. He flicks it on towards Nathaniel Klein, plays a great 1-2 with Nelson Oliveira. Klein goes down the right hand side here, really good chance. He fake shots around Jack Robinson, keeps on going, swings in across towards Nelson Oliveira. It's a great header. It hits the inside of the post and trickles into the back of the net. We go 1-0 up, but unfortunately the goal is chalked off for offside, and rightfully so. So good decision by the linesman, and it is still 0-0. In the 41st minute, Mill will have a corner. It's cleared away only as far as Kelvin, but it's eventually cleared away by us in total. Welbeck flicks the ball on, and Klein plays it back to him. Welbeck then spots around Nelson Oliveira, picks him out. He step overs around his man. Really good chance for Nelson Oliveira here to make it 1-0. Rolls it off to Glenn Robinson. Robinson gets onto his right foot, but unfortunately the shot is saved, and Welbeck's shot is held by the goalkeeper. So still 0-0. I messed up that chance so easily. So badly I should say, and it's still 0-0. In the 45th minute on injury time, a great chance for Mill to score the first goal of the game. Fleck finds Kelvin, he rolls it through to Ermakov. He's 1-on with Darlow. Darlow makes the save. We can't get the ball away though, and it falls back to Ermakov, and his shot trickles over the line into the back of the net, and it's Millwall 1, Spurs 0. So in injury time, Ermakov gets the goal, and unfortunately for us, we are behind in injury time as we were about to go into the half-time team talks. But straight from that, we had a free kick. Farrell gives the ball to John Joe Anderson, who fake shots around nobody and shoots, but that sort of shot just epitomised how poor my shooting was in this game. I was playing terribly. The shot went miles over the bar and it was still 1-0. In the 47th minute, there was a good chance for Millwall to make it 2, and they really should have done. Danny Ings got onto the ball there from a chip through ball. He's one-on with Darlow. He rounds the goalkeeper, but he puts the ball into the side net, and what a miss by Danny Ings. 9 times out of 10 he would have scored that goal, but not this time. But it's still 1-0. In the 54th minute, John Fleck almost makes it 2 goals. The former Rangers and Coventry midfielder with a good strike from the edge of the area, but he hits the outside of the post, and it's still 1-0. So Millwall were threatening so much, and I said before, I find it so hard to play against my old clubs because of course they do play that counter-attacking pace style, which is really hard to beat on FIFA. But it's still 1-0. In the 63rd minute, we start a chance with Darlow kicking the ball out wide towards Nathaniel Klein here. Klein gets past Ermakov, keeps on going before playing a superb ball over the top towards Glenn Robinson. Robinson beats Kelvin here, keeps on going, swings in across. Welbeck wins the header. Unfortunately for us, it goes onto the roof of the net, but it took a deflection, so we win a corner. It's crossed in by Andros Townsend towards Leo Chambers, and Chambers gets his first goal for the club. The former West Ham centre-half scores here in the 65th minute, so that goal might not have been well received by the home fans, but it's the former West Ham defender Leo Chambers with the goal. His first goal for the club, really good header past Velfuisen in the goal, and it's Millwall 1, Spurs 1, so good to get back on level terms here. In the 75th minute, we could have made it 2-1. We get down the left-hand side with Andros Townsend. He swings it across towards the centre. Welbeck takes a touch. His first shot is blocked, but his second shot misses the target. And what a big miss that is. That is on his preferred foot. He's got all the time in the world. He's got a really big target to aim at, and he somehow puts the ball wide. So it's still 1-1. And the 85th minute, would we rule these missed chances? Well, unfortunately, we would, because Danny Ings, who missed a sitter in the first few minutes of the second half, makes up for it here with 4 minutes and a second to go. Danny Ings gets past Corker and heads the ball past him, and the goal by Ings was really nice, because watch the way Ings runs from the back to the front of Corker. That was so nice. You rarely see the AI do that, and it's really nice to see when the AI make that kind of run for you, or in this case against us. Really, really awesome stuff. But it's 2-1 here. In injury time, Townsend gets played forward, but unfortunately a shot by Velfuisen is brilliantly saved. Then Nelson Oliveira hits the post and it's cleared off the line. Incredible drama here at the end. We just couldn't force the ball over the liner, and it was still 2-1. We have a corner now in injury time. Darlow sprints forward for it. It's our last chance to salvage the game and take the game to extra time. It's crossed in by Glenn Robinson, I think it was. It's headed up in the air. Chambers flicks it back to Townsend, he strikes it, but unfortunately it's blocked and it goes straight to the goalkeeper, and the game finishes 2-1. So Millwall get the win. We lose for the first time this season. It comes against one of our former clubs, and unfortunately we are out of the Capital One Cup. It's not a real big loss for us. We don't really care, but even so, it would have been nice to go further. But Millwall will go through. We're out, and that's our first loss of the season. But as always, guys, thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave likes. So much appreciated. It really does help my channel out. Don't forget 1,000 likes for another episode of Career Mode later on tonight, and hopefully I'll see you then.